Hey there, Tubanites. It's your friendly neighborhood gun lover here. Today, we are bringing to you the FN FAL. Of course, we painted it in Rhodiflage because it's the only option. This is not an actual FN. This is, of course, a DSArms. They call it the SA58. Bought this a while back, and I also bought the Arizona Response Systems, I believe it's called, their paint kit. Their Rhodesian paint kit turned out well. I opted not to wear it in. I like to earn my wear, so I just painted it normal and left it go. And that's kind of where we're at with it. I was also able to find what appear to be genuine Rhodesian magazines from back in the day. I've got a bunch of those that I found. They're not cheap anymore. You'll see in the video that it took me a minute to get used to the gas system. So this is a short stroke gas piston, if you don't know. So there's an adjustable gas system on this, and it takes a little tweaking. And on top of that, as you'll probably see, I had some stoppages caused by the brass catcher that I was trying to attach on here as well that just really wasn't working out. So eventually you'll see that I just take it off completely and just shoot. And it seems to work a lot better that way. Interesting little piece of history if you're not aware of the Bush War in Rhodesia. There's a lot of assumptions made about that back in the day. It's kind of whatever. You know, some people look at it one way, some people look at it another. I just look at it as a little piece of history that's rather interesting to see a country like that, you know, try to defend its way of life, and it was pretty hard going. I only looked into it myself because I've had Rhodesian Ridgebacks my whole life. As a kid I had them, and then now as I'm an older adult I've gotten dogs of my own, and they're both, you can probably hear one whining right now. And I've heard Rhodesian my whole life. I had no idea what it was, so more recently I've gotten into that little piece of history and looked into it. It's actually pretty interesting if you're bored. Or if you're not bored, if you're a history buff, it's worth knowing. So look at, there's 5 Romeo, who does a good channel on that, where he was a ex-soldier from Rhodesia. And then John Van Zant is also another channel where him and Hannes Vessels do a number of interviews and tell stories about. Hannes Vessels has a couple books out about the same thing, where he tells stories about different soldiers, and a lot of pretty interesting stories come out of the Bush War back in the day. But this was, at least initially, their primary weapon. I think after a while they kind of started trying to carry AK-47s a little bit more. But the reason why it's painted in this way, if you don't know, is these are typically black. These are like the original black rifle, if you don't know. But carrying them around in the bush, it's just a big black thing in the middle, something that doesn't have anything, you know, long and straight black in it. And so the only real paint they had at the time, I believe, was their aircraft paint, which was this god-awful baby poop. And this kind of dark green slash, and it's a weird color, man. It's almost green-blue with mostly green. But anyways, so to break up the pattern of their black rifle, they painted it like that. And a lot of them, as you can see by this old magazine, it wasn't very structured like this. So even when I painted this, you know, I can look real close, I didn't try and make it very clean lines. It's supposed to be, you know, something that a soldier would do. You know, watch Administrative Results. He kind of talks about it. Speaking of Administrative Results, get his shirts, good stuff. It's actually really soft. But he talks about, you know, it's just something they're trying to get done real quick, just to break up the black stick in the bush. So anyways, these are not cheap, man. DSArms, while they make a good product, they are definitely proud of them as well. So this was not cheap, but it's a lot of fun to run. The trigger on it, for if you're sitting here pulling it when you're not actually shooting, it feels like a pretty heavy trigger. But when you're actually shooting it, you don't really notice it. It's not bad. It's heavy. It's still heavy, but it's not really bad. You don't think about it. A lot of fun to shoot. These magazines are harder to come by. Of course, DSArms makes their own. polymer ones, and I haven't really shot a whole lot out of this just yet. I need to get this to the range more often. And there's a couple other companies that do their own polymer mags. It'd be great if Magpul came out with them, but apparently that's not on their docket of to do. But yeah, fun gun, fun to shoot. If you have the means, I recommend it. And as always, thanks for watching.
How's that killer of yours? You ever come back? No? Does she live here? Oh, okay. So if yours, mess it up real quick. Just never ate whatever she ate. That was great. That was one too. That I had a woman over here about a half hour ago. Has a shot about 12 years. Needed a run through 42. First 3 shots or so were all dying.
forget the safety. Hey, hold that to your shoulder.
Oh my goodness. I think it's a bit much.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Make sure that isn't perfect. It's all brand new. No? Yeah. So you gotta push in. Instead of pushing, you pull it out right off the bat. You just gotta pull in, push
Yeah,
in.
that's a bit much.
Still? Okay. Dang, lefty. You record?
Yeah. Oh, right. Gotta stop there.